Okay, so this deck's been popping up in Alchemy, and it's notably moved away from the snow build to be in more just traditional mono green, and a big part of why mono green has moved away from playing the snowlands is in large part due to Forceful Cultivator being so powerful. So this is a 2/3 that costs 4, but it costs 2 less if there's no lands in your hand. And something that's noteworthy is these Mammoths and Khalni Ambush and Turntimber Symbiosis, these don't count as lands when they're in our hand. So this deck is only playing 15 actual lands, and then we have 9 flip lands, plus this to help us find lands, plus Liberator. But getting to play this out as a 2/3 that ramps us on turn 2 is a huge tempo and power swing. And then we get to curve up into things like Oddity and Invoke the Ancients at the top end of the curve. So let's go ahead and pop on into some matches with this and see if it feels powerful and consistent. We've played against this archetype a few times the last week and it seemed good. Interested to kick the tires on it for ourselves today. Less I lost count, I figured I'd throw some bits for a meme number timeout. Also, I'll grab the next badge. Timeout count, please. What's going on? What's going on, Be Not Sane? It's number 74. Working your way up to the 99 plus club. Thanks for the bits. That's super generous of you. So parsing hands in a deck like this can be a little awkward at the start. I think this is a keep. This is technically a 3-lander, right? I'd like a second untapped land so I could Jukai Liberator onto, but like even without that, we go like Pup into Packleader plus tap land, then it's fine. So this creates a delayed trigger. So the next creature spell we cast gets +1/+1 Trample Vigilance. So notably, if we ninjutsu the Liberator, that doesn't count. Oh, is this the red-green modified deck? I've seen this floating around. It seems sweet. I mean, having to bolt ourselves here is a pretty real drawback. Ninja! I'm gonna draw lands here, I think. I think these spells sound good. Equipped creature gets 3/2 and has trample. That's a big reconfigure cost. Alright, how do I want to sequence here? So I have one of these triggers waiting, so my next thing gets bigger. So the question is, do I want a Packleader as a 4/4 and then do this for the next creature? I think I might actually just want to play this as a 2/3 so it can be able to trade with the Fang here. Actually, what I think I want to do is we attack with Jukai Liberator, and then if they block with the Boar, we Snakeskin Veil to kill their thing, and then we play Werewolf Packleader as a follow-up. Nice, okay, and they just took it. I think I go land again, honestly. And now that they took it, we'll play this as a 2/3 and then play this as a 4/4. The archetype has it. I've seen a few variations of like a red-green modify enchantments deck Drunk Owl, but I haven't seen a like established list posted from anywhere yet. And their build's doing a few things that this actually might not be the deck I was thinking of. Looking at it now, it looks like we got down paired into gold from Mythic. So bit of a brew here. Yeah, this effect is super powerful. Easy trade here. I just like ambush here. It's like have these fight, hit them, draw 2. We're taking non-lands at this point. We're just getting started, Archivist. Good morning. Putting this on here doesn't really work, right? Because it's going to exile and return to play. Templating is so strange. You no longer cost 2, friend, Sag. Oh, I should play a third Orvar. Yeah, I could do that. Although, honestly, there hasn't been that much red-black on the ladder lately. Feels like the format is getting back to an equilibrium point. Really know what this opponent's doing? Master Rebuke seems good for their Death Touchers. You just trim 3 cards who want to fit in the blades and the rebukes. I'm gonna trim a land and trim a piece of the top end here, I think. Didn't matter. Our opponent decided they did not want to play. I wonder how long that opponent was sitting in queue, because we weren't in queue for that long, and we paired down into them. Let me swap the Orvar out. Conveniently, I have exactly 3 Orvars. Yeah, for sure, D-Beard. The fact that there was qualifier weekend at Alchemy definitely helped with that too a little bit. I'm gonna go Pack Leader into Ranger class here. We cast Orvar in the party deck the other day. We were playing it. Yeah, I agree. It feels like this archetype put some equilibrium into the format that was needed, and it was good to see the format adjust a little bit. I still wouldn't shed any tears if they adjusted Meathook Massacre a little bit in the next balance patch, but the queue has definitely been more enjoyable of the late than it was previously. This venture matchup might be kind of hard for us. I don't have an answer to this, and unchecked is going to be run away with the game a little bit. Are they going to take our third land? Just Rangers class, sure. It says first strike while attacking, so no point in holding back blockers. Well, tapped land's better than bricking, I suppose. Yeah, I'm wrong to offer this trade here. Maybe I'm just supposed to attack with this so they can't take this. This'll be a 5/5 with Vigilance, Trample, Haste next turn. Build our own Questing Beast. This plus Invoke might drag us across the finish line. I guess the attack is a 6/6 too, right? Because the Ranger class. Feels like they have a removal spell, huh? So we just gotta get through it. We're gonna put the 1/1 counter on the Tenacious Pup. It could just be a Wanderer too, that's true. This is worse against Wanderer, but better against Vanishing Verse, so I'm gonna play around Verse. Also better against Power Word Kill. We're winning this race currently. Welcome back, Sade, and goodbye again. I was gonna ask, am I supposed to just let them take this hit? They've decided I can't do this, that's fine. So we'll cast this, and then this. What on, Turf Doctor? Yeah, we did about 2 hours of Tomb Raider to start. Second one seems just as good as the first. Definitely going to be our morning for the next little bit. We're decently far ahead here until they play a land and a Meathook. One of the nice things about Pup getting big here is it's been outsizing that card. When you have to Wandering Emperor, they're 1-drop. Lol. Got you, Reverb.
This is what you get for hurting my people.
Is it crazy to leave the Emperor alive here? So I could Jukai, hit them, draw land, and then play the Invoke the Ancients. The problem is if I hit second layer of the Hydra, I can't cast Invoke. So there could be value to like Jukai, draw the land, but then layer of the Hydra, hit the Wandering Emperor. So we're so smart and thin shit. See, I just knew how unlucky I am. Painfully aware of how unlucky I am. Ugh. What a beating. Hey, just let this happen. They can Reflection, their Triumphant Adventure, and then Scry 2, draw 2. It's kind of a beating. Now, hopefully, they peel a removal spell here, because they have to cast these cards right away, and they go to remove the Jukai, and then we get to Safekeeping the Jukai and block. On how the rest of their draws have gone, I'm expecting this last card to be a removal spell and to completely blow us out here, but this is what it is. I guess if it was a removal spell, I probably would have done it proactively, huh? So we attack, they don't block, we draw untapped land, we go thing. There's only one layer of the Hydra in my deck, chat, so it would be incredibly unlucky if we were to draw that one. Hashtag sometimes average. No, there's 3 total kids, right? So there's one more in my deck. Sometimes it do be like that. Sometimes it do be like that. I like trimming this to bring up our average card quality a little bit. The reason for no Blizzard Brawl, we have to play a bunch of dual land spell cards Birthing Potter to enable Cultivator, which means we don't have enough snow permanents to enable Blizzard Brawl. And Blizzard Brawl is not very good if you're not hitting the triple snow for it. It's basically saying Cultivator is more powerful than that effect. For people that are commenting on the swim command I just added with that link to the tweet, there's a large content creator in the card game space who's one of the bigger Legends of Runeterra content creators since that game released that, let's just say is not a particularly good person. I'm just gonna Packleader again. Because if this attacks and goes unblocked next turn, we can put in Jukai Liberator. And if they play a 3/3 here, we can Rangers class level Rangers class and hit the hit with a 4/4. Well, the opponent's archetype is very different than the Abs and Venture deck that we had played previously. That's something to note. So, they are also venturing into dungeons, but fundamentally their deck is different than what our deck is doing. We're in non-land territory here. Sadly, the world in which we live in, Silence, that tweet wasn't related just to Swim. There's also some things of similar nature going around in the Valorant and a couple other online communities right now. So it's just a good general statement to remind people of. Yeah, I don't know if I love the Orvars in this matchup in particular. It's obviously good when they have exactly City Stalker Connoisseur, but if they don't also have Undercity, there's a good chance you have games like this where they just like don't draw their 4 of, and then you're just like, our card doesn't do anything. Another classic great draw here, obviously. Unfortunately, can't go Pup into Kazandu because they have Archon, but just crack him for 6 and play our 3/3 here.
Oh, trust me, you won't miss it.
Do I want to play a Pup, or do I want to take the turn to pump Rangers class to 4? I want to pump Rangers class to 4. They're also at 10 here, so now there's a question of, do I want to attack the opponent's face, or do I want to let their Planeswalker be a time walk? I could split the difference here, too. Like, send this here, send this here. And there's a chance I, like, pressure one of their things off the board. I think I like this, actually. Yep. And then, look, my opponent continues to gain advantages while creature combat happens. This card's so good.
Make no mistake, I'm not nice.
The great part about Unite is you can watch one match and then know you're ready to ask for another timeout. Oh, that's great.
So many painful memories.
Having a land on top of our deck is actually good here. But having more lands gives us the better chance to fully pop off. They have power word kill here for my 5/5. The question is, how good are their spells in actual hand right now? Hopefully they just have a bunch of City Stalker connoisseurs they can't afford to play out because of our Orvars. It would be nice if these dead cards are also causing them to have dead cards. What's up? No. Okay, so I only need 3 mana to deploy these. And the top card of my deck is a blank I'm not casting. So let's fire this up here. And I think I'm going to go ahead and send these 2 here and these 2 here. I'm going to elect to put a 1/1 counter on the Frenzied Trap Breaker so it doesn't trade with the Hive of the Eye Tyrant. They have Power Word Kill face up and Hive here. They could elect to fully protect their Planeswalker, which seems fine. I assume the Power Word Kill is going to go after the Mammoth here. Hey, Weens, thanks for the over 4 years. Welcome back. 51 months is quite a lot of time. We know they're drawing another blank off the top of our deck, which is nice. Well, pile of green cards is grinding quite nicely here.
Let's play a little game.
Let's play a little game. I think I want to leave mana up to be able to give this trample. I think I'm just sending at their face here. Oh, sorry, give this 2 extra attack, I mean. Technically, I'm giving it trample again, but giving it 2 extra attack is the appropriate articulation. Are you dead yet? Yeah, so when I give it trample the second time there, chat, my opponent will actually begin the next game at 19 life because we trample over into the 3rd game. Is the upside to giving it trample the additional time there. Super de duper trample. I'll trim one of these. I don't think I want to draw 2. Four blue-green pathways negatively affect anything in our deck. I don't think so, right? Because we'd still have 6 basics for the cultivator. I think you're right. Maybe we should. I think that's a good shout out to go you'll get 4 blue-green pathways for these games where we draw Orvars and they're not doing anything. Well, World Tree comes into play tapped, right? So the pathways are just untapped forests that can sometimes be untapped islands when we want them to be, is the upside they offer. So they already played a Vanishing Verse, and this is better into Power Word Kill. Oh, I guess the pathways make Old Growth Troll a little bit worse, huh? Because this has to go on a forest. Well, 6 basics is plenty for this guy. Well, the Boseijus have very decided utility, chat. We bolted in this Turntimber so we could go ahead and draw with this clue. Liberator with trample is aces. Thanks for the follow, Matthias. Good morning. Drenos, I assume. I'm surprised they didn't complete their dungeon there. It's a mammoth here, and then next turn, Ulvenwald Oddity gets to come down with haste. Yeah, it's a brick. They could get a redraw here with the Nadar, I suppose. Why do they keep in duress post sideboard? I have no idea. I agree, it seems like a strange choice. Even Meat Hook for 3 doesn't do a whole lot for him here. Welcome to the channel this morning, Def Noise. Howdy, howdy. It's a good draw. Moments before the disaster, chat.
You're just under
Moments before the disaster. They don't gain their 2 life anymore either because their ability is countered. Little surprised they conceded there. They're not dead to the actual attack, and they could meet Hick for 4 the following turn if they draw it. Feels like taking one more draw step is worthwhile. The Tamiyos didn't draw a card. The trigger from the Werewolf Packleader drew the card. Reminokin, welcome to the channel this morning. Folks that are new, thanks for dropping in. My name is Chef Hoagland. I stream full-time here on Twitch. We play a lot of different games on stream. We usually play a few hours of Magic every single day as well. Play all constructed here on Magic Arena. Alchemy, Standard, some Historic Brawl are the primary things that we play, although Alchemy and Standard have been my two favorites of the late. Usually we play 2 different decks every single morning into the early afternoon. Into a mirror, chat. Looking at you through the glass. Don't know how much time has passed, but I've got this ranger class now. It's gonna make a wolf and do 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 do. Tenacious P in the house. Listen, chat, my musical repertoire for mediocre songs is, runs deep. Yeah, I don't think Historic's average gameplay is particularly compelling or interesting in its current state. It's not even just blue-white control and Cat Oven. Like, the third and fourth most popular decks after those are Phoenix and then blue-white auras. Like, of the top 4 decks in Historic, the only one that has anywhere close to reasonable gameplay patterns, in my opinion, is Phoenix. I don't despise playing against Phoenix, even if it's super powerful. But like auras, blue-white X control, and Cat Oven, they all kind of suck to play against, in my opinion. For those of you taking notes on the mono green mirror at home, someone write down drawing lands seems to be beneficial. Death Touch Dorkos and some Safekeepings could be okay here. Feel like Packleader is just gonna get outclassed. Let's trim those. I might want, would I rather have Safekeepings or Rebukes, chat? Rebuke pairs very well with the Blightblades I just put in. I mean, I really like both Standard and Alchemy at the moment. Hopefully they don't make us wait too long for the Pioneer adjacent format, because I would like to have a non-rotating format that I enjoyed on Magic Arena. Variety's good. They said, you know, what was that? That was 2 or 3 weeks ago. They said a month or 2. So I have to imagine sometime late May, early June, we should be getting a new non-rotating format on here. That's paper adjacent. Our opener is really good here until we draw a 3rd land next turn and then can't play Forceful Cultivator on 2. For what it's worth, chat, we were 25% to draw a land that turn, according to my untapped overlay. Why not just put in Pioneer? I don't know. Why not just program 1,000 extra cards off the bat? Whoever thought Historic was a segue into Pioneer? Did people think that? Where are you, like, it's so weird to me how people just, like, make shit up in their brains. They just, like, decide something is gonna be true for themselves and, like, ignore reality and everything they're actually told. It's not money, chat. The reason why there's not Pioneer on the platform is because it's not trivial to add tons of cards to the platform at the snap of their fingers. There are logistical issues with adding new platforms to the thing. To be fair, Yu-Gi-Oh! Looks like they were able to put all of their cards into their modern platform because they actually didn't spend any money on animations or UI elements. I think the new Yu-Gi-Oh! Client might just be the ugliest modern card game client that exists. It looks atrocious. Seeing how the Yu-Gi-Oh! client looks really makes me appreciate the fact that what does this attack mean? They have an inscription here or something. They have a +1/+1 card. People implied that Historic was a bridge to Pioneer, but that's never something that Wizards said. And as soon as they started releasing historic anthologies, it became abundantly clear to anybody that was paying attention that they weren't bridging directly into Pioneer. There's a difference between bare bones and ugly, though. Like to be blunt, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Client looks like someone copy and pasted Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards into Magic the Gathering Online. It's really bad. They have directly stated that Pioneer is an eventual goal for Arena. They have not, however, provided specific timelines or windows on when that is going to be happening. Do I want to gain 3 with this? I think the answer is no. Paying attention, what's next? Shaving, bathing? We'll never know. All right, so I think I turned this into a 5/3. And then we rebuke here to here. If I attack with these, I think we're dead to them drawing a land for this regardless, right? If I attack with these, I'm not dead on the backswing, right? I think I just need to pressure them here and hope they don't draw the land next turn. Oh, wait, if I attack and they block with Old Growth Troll, they're guaranteed to have the mana? Am I still dead if the troll goes away, though? I'm not, right? Because these two block this, and then I can block these. I'm actually not dead to this attack, which is great. Are they dead on the backswing to Ulvenwald Oddity? They block 1, 2, 3 things, and then they die? Seems like a good deal for me. That was a sick game. Games of Magic where combat matters and attacking and blocking decisions are meaningful are so much better than the ones where they don't. Combat math in my Magic arena? Say it ain't so. A mono green mirror is the actual big brain matchup. I mean, to set a low bar, I think the mono green mirror in the post-fire design era has a lot more back and forth play than the average control mirror. Speaking of, I haven't been keeping up on all the spoilers, but I see they're adding another playable uncounterable spell to Magic, which is big sad. It's pretty good. We are on the draw. They're adding a new Thragtusk. See, chat, I've been doing this long enough to know that anytime someone says something like they're adding a new Thragtusk, it means they're not actually adding a new Thragtusk. They added fixed Thragtusk. I would believe that. Fixed Thragtusk I'll buy for $1. They took Thragtusk to the vet. Spay and neuter your Thragtusk, chat. Insert Spider-Man meme here. Its other Turntimber Symbiosis in our hand is probably going to be a spell, huh? I'm gonna play with fire here and hold up this Master's Rebuke for the Ulvenwald Oddity. What happened that sub chat is off. We've been a vocal leftist for long enough that we've subsequently banned out most of the people that make Twitch chat not a pleasant place to be. Guys, gals, and non-binary pals, we got him. That combat was so good, chat. It's just attack and then play another invoke here, huh? I think we give these ones trample. An above average combat step if you would. Oh, Cultivator triggers Packleader. That's so good. The Dumps. I appreciate a good putty name. Thanks for the follow. This deck's generated some really good games of Magic. Why do we have a number? Oops. Oops, we have a number. Don't worry, chat. It is only April 13th. I am supremely confident that we can take the current number that we have and spike it firmly into the trash can before the end of the month. Quick, someone pay him to play Delver. Oh, Delver of Secrets. Paying you to play Grixis also works. That's true. Hey, we're getting a Grixis Triome with new Capenna. It's gonna be more than a meme. Hashtag Copium. Code 33 was added in September of 2016. God, we've been here for a long time, chat. It's been a while. I'm playing this tapped on one. It's bad to play this on one if we draw exactly Forceful Cultivator, but it's good to play it on one for any other time. Man, is this just the nuts draw from our opponent? We haven't done this once today. This is super good. Yes, new Capenna is the last standard set before rotation in the fall. So there's gonna be a longer gap in between this one and the Brothers War. Ranger's Guile, me daddy. Snakeskin Veil, whatever the kids are calling Ranger's Guile these days. Do it to me. This could just be a ninja. Ninja! The oldest 4 sets. Chat, don't ask me which sets rotate. I don't know. I don't have the answers to such things. No, this is the same opponent from the last match. Repairs are quite common on the Magic Arena ladder. It doesn't wait a particularly long time before repairing you. It's a feature, chat, for quick matchmaking. I think I have to trade here, unfortunately. Yeah, everything older than Innistrad rotates is accurate. Yeah, meat hook's legal for another year, but hopefully it won't have the same text box in Alchemy for another year. That'll do, pig. We boarded last time. Yeah, I'm gonna miss the spell lands too. I really hope they find a way to work spell lands back into the fall set. Yeah, I feel like they should just have one spell land split set every 2 years, so there's always standard legal. Would be ideal. Okay, chat. We have a 25% chance to draw a regular land next turn, rendering this uncastable. And for those of you that are new to the stream, that means we have a 100% chance we are about to brick here. Sometimes average. Throwing away my 1-2 there means they can't double block my Forceful Cultivator with their 3-2 and their 1-2. So lets me push some extra damage. Canadian bacons! Thanks for the 10 months. Welcome back. No blocking warriors this afternoon, chat. I am a mighty coward. Deal. Are you dead yet? I think my double block has broken my opponent's brain, or perhaps Magic Arena as a whole. I can appreciate this play. They're choosing to draw a card before they die. I understand. Feel you. I feel you, opponent. Our opponent must have something else going on. You see, the problem, John, is Lightning Bolt is good in control and aggro, and you can't have cards that are good in aggro. In year and date. No, one drop here might be a little sketch. Alright, they don't have Forceful Cultivator at least. Alright, we got punished for playing the Turntimber on one here a little bit. I think it was the correct play, but... eh. That's funny, Azza. My body is ready to get hosed by a removal spell. Or a pump spell. I mean, any type of combat trick here is obviously very bad for us. Maybe I'm supposed to double block with the wolf to play around Inscription. Yeah, it plays around Snakeskin Veil too. Yeah, I definitely should have double blocked. Stakes were made, chip. I had someone in my Twitter mentions the other day unironically tell me that cards like Unholy Heat increase the design space that Magic has. And we had to tap the block button and decide that that was enough social media for the evening. Yeah, if I had double blocked there, we might have had a shot, but with the single block leaving myself open to get blown out there, I wasn't gonna catch up. How, though? You think someone that offered an opinion like that took the time to articulate themselves? Come on, no. Wow, the Tolarian Community College deck box just hit $3.6 million in funding on Kickstarter. That's actually incredible. Dang it, Bobby! Is Bag of Holding just like the anti-mirror tech? Because our opponent is rank, our opponent is rank 109. I'm told this matchup is supposed to be good for our type. Interested to see how it plays out here. Well, there's a token promo at Cool Stuff Inc. end when the pre-sales close. Also, next week, I've shown this off a couple of times. If you're more interested in the token than magic cards, we are going to be having a limited print run metal edition of the token that will also come with some paper tokens. Just got the prototype for this in the mail. Pre-sales for these are going to go up next week. Yeah, our creatures largely being big enough to dodge stuff like their damage-based removal, and Meat Hook feels good. Well, that was a phenomenal draw. Yeah, it's supposed to attack with these two. I guess I get to eat this for free, but then I get to do this and draw a card here. Having a random one drop to throw away to Invoke Despair also feels pretty good. Alright, land Meat Hook gets us next turn, but that's what it is. We're gonna try and put lethal down. They didn't use the blood token, so do they already have it? Doesn't look like it. Okay, chat, you want a tip? Use your removal spells before you declare blockers against the ninjutsu deck. Ninja! Hit him with the pocket sand. Am I supposed to just click submit here? So if I play out another creature and they Meat Hook, they'll gain 4 and go to 5? No, it's any new Capenna pre-order, Silver. Oddity beats Meat Hook right now. Yeah, I think we just pass, because if they Meat Hook this board, they only go to 4, and then Oddity kills them. Alright, that felt pretty reasonable. The person who sent this deck list in said they cut Invoke and just bring in Orvar here. So that way, you can't have a 5-drop and not be able to discard Orvar to their other thing, which makes a lot of sense to me. Don't the Tamiyo safekeepings here? Inscription doesn't seem very good. At least that ambush also doesn't seem very good. Being able to use these to attack into their Death Touchers seems very good. Let's try this. Now, I know what some of you at home are thinking when I click keep with this hand, chat, and I just want you to know that you're a coward. Thanks for the follow, it's good. To all of the haters out there, this is your fault. You should have believed a little bit harder for us. Why would you not believe, chat? Next card is Kazandu Mammoth. Nailed it. Never didn't have it. I'm gonna continue attacking with this for now. Let's play this out as a 4/4. Dodge that Abrade. What's going on, questing game? There wasn't an Orvar in my hand to savage them. How many times do I gotta teach you this lesson, old man? Is this the part where they massacre my boys, chat? Feels like the part where they massacre my boys. Right on time, Orvar. Welcome to the party. Just like we drew it up. Let them copy Connoisseur. I don't really have an alternative, but you're right. Let's go with we're gonna let them copy Connoisseur. This is a choice that we are making. What are we copying? Probably Reflection. I boarded the Invoke the Ancients out arrow does to avoid this exact situation. Yes, Cultivator and Liberator play very nicely together for sure. They did not have open mana at our end of turn, no. Okay, now they're definitely ghosting us. Got it. Just 110%. They are watching the stream. Oh, I ordered those wrong because I wasn't paying attention. It's whatever. Because they played these out super aggressively when we did not have them, and then immediately stop. Yeah, it's whatever, chat. Listen, chat, if someone needs the match win on Magic Arena bad enough that they need to ghost wherever at in their lives is much worse than mine. If that's what they need to do, that's what they need to do. Yeah, they're definitely in the viewer list. That's fine. Having it in the opener is great. It means that they're just not going to get to play their cards this game. Yeah, they're not someone that's ever commented in chat, and they don't have, honestly, I think I'm gonna take a land here. They're not someone that's ever commented in chat, and they don't even follow the channels. They're purely here to ghost. Packleader tap land here. So, I mean, we're definitely attacking for 4. And the question is, do we pup plus cultivator, or do we pup plus mammoth? I think it's pup plus cultivator. The problem here is that they're gonna be able to, the problem here is that they're gonna be able to meat hook us for 4 next turn. A cultivator and then pup to save the trigger for next turn. That's a good shout. That's definitely what I should do. This experience is one of the other reasons why I don't enjoy being in the... One of the other reasons why I don't enjoy being in the numbers. People are more likely to be scummy assholes. I'm gonna move on with our lives. I hope whatever is so miserable in your life, Kool-Aid G, that you feel the need to be a perpetuant child in our children's card game improves for you. Rain Dragon, thanks for the 3/4 of a year. Welcome back. And Video West, thanks for the 44 months. How do we know they're ghosting? They very aggressively played out their idiot that makes us discard a card, and then they decided not to copy their City Stalker ever as soon as we had Orvar in hand. Their username on Twitch was also present in the viewer list without following the channel. So the odds that they were like logged into Twitch and they're watching the channel and not following it is also incredibly low. They almost assuredly just showed up to cheat for their match. They also disappear as soon as the yeah, there's the other one too. They disappeared from the viewer list as soon as the match was over. Is the extra third sign. If you want the extra, this is definitely what was happening. Banning them doesn't remove them from the viewer list, Tumos. It just prevents them from seeing chat. They were there up until the end of the match. Ghoster, thanks for the entire year. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Do we do a 2 plus a 3 here, or do I just play the Ulvenwald Oddity and smack them right away? Getting the Oddity in under a counterspell has some appeal. Getting Ranger's Class down also has a lot of appeal as well, though. If we draw an untapped land next turn, we could, like, level Ranger's Class plus play a 4-drop. That's true. This also has a chance to soak some removal up that might kill Oddity otherwise. What's going on, Kurt? Thanks for the 23 months. We'll open on this because they already showed us one Jwari disruption, so I want to have one extra mana open when I cast this for. Well, you see, chat, actually, ghosting isn't cheating because it's not defined as being against the rules by Magic Arena. So technically, watching the stream of the person you're playing against is allowed. Because it is not against the Magic the Gathering Arena terms of service. But, Jeff, how could they make ghosting against the terms of service? It would be unenforceable. You could never put something unenforceable in a terms of service, chat. You know, kind of like how Magic the Gathering Online says you can't buy and sell cards for cash. They would never put that in the terms of service because they can't enforce it. It's ghosting against the Twitch terms of service. That one I actually don't know offhand. Yeah, but so, again, Silence, it's not technically cheating. If Twitch explicitly defines it as cheating, it would have to be defined as cheating in the Magic Arena terms of service / rules, right? Yeah, ghosting is another word for stream sniping. Alright, I believe we have died. I am not an expert, but I believe we have died. Alright, Safekeeping seems good here. Cemetery Prowler attacks their graveyard. Snakeskin Veil's like, fine. This just gets cleaned out by Sweeper, so I think it's my go-to trim. Afternoon Oratog. Gosh, Cultivator on the play is so good. This is my 2-3 rampant growth. Good luck, Godspeed. I want to play out Packleader and Liberator to have the best chance to start accruing some card advantage. The green deck's been really good, Tumos. Peanut butter and cheese sandwich. I used to eat those all the time growing up. Kind of fell out of them as an adult. What kind of cheese goes with peanut butter? What kind of cheese doesn't go with peanut butter, chat? Alright, we have survived our home being burned down. It actually puts them at exactly enough life to not be dead this turn. It's a land, so I'm going to be sacrificing this forest to make a 4/4 here. Yeah, Jukai Liberator providing a steady flow of Magic the Gathering cards is quite good. You have sack to get the troll last turn, negative. You need an additional mana past the land that's untapped. Jenez, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel this morning. Okay, this hand wants an untapped land on 2, but if it finds it, it's pretty good. Two shots at it. Like a 33% chance twice. So we're like... 65% hit the untapped land. A little bit less than that now. Gonna miss. That's fine. They probably would have just killed it anyways. Gotta go for this with no land drop, I think. Get a braided and be said. Fading hoped, savage. I mean, expecting to hit the two land, second untapped land's a little ambitious, but expecting to draw a third land in 3 draws is like not really unreasonable. Oh, you know what? I should lead on Ranger class because of Jawari Disruption. Small sequencing mistake here. Sorry, thank you. Just chilling. I think I want to wait to play this out until I can have my protection spells for it. Just doesn't matter. That was fine. Your draws where you have Cultivator on 2 are so powerful, and your draws where you don't have Cultivator on 2 they're okay. Definitely a higher variance deck where when you have your good thing to start, you feel like unbeatable. When you don't have your good thing, you could definitely feel like you struggle to keep up in some spots. Invoke the Ancients definitely felt like it was super playable at the top end, and then Ulvenwald Oddity being a payoff for when we eventually assemble enough lands felt pretty good as well. The Orvars in the sideboard are much better when your opponent isn't watching your stream while you play, believe it or not, but that's all I really have for that. Let's play some standard for a bit.